Hello and welcome back to Thoughts, Feelings, Emotions. I'm your host, Dan Weller, and I'm joined with you as always by our excellent co-host, Danny Frankham.
So, I'm here.
Hi.
I'm not queer, but I'm used to it.
So, sorry for the delayed Mandalorian spoiler review.
It's Dan's fault. He overrode it.
Yeah.
It's all Dan's fault.
Although you made me edit it because you were busy.
Yeah, I had a life and a job and, well, views and everything, sadly. And you're off. You're off. You're off from work.
That is true. And I just got depressed because I edited the first part and I overwrote the first part, so I had to re-edit the whole thing.
Anyway, this is a different podcast. Let's go.
Yeah, so let's start off with everyone's favourite section of What the F Have You Been Up To? This is the section where we review what we've done the past week and let you know if we would recommend it.
Yeah. I don't remember what I've done this week, to be honest.
Why?
I've spent the entire week just counting for my work because they're doing their stock take and I had to help do that. So that's basically all I've done.
Sounds absolutely riveting for a pop culture podcast.
Yeah, I counted several hundred things.
Completely relevant.
Yep. What did I watch? Have I done anything? I've played more Godfall. That's pretty much it.
Any news updates from last time?
It's still good. Still enjoying it. The only problem I have is because the PlayStation 5 is so new, my TV doesn't have a dedicated game mode setup thing for it, so it doesn't switch to game mode on the TV.
Oh,
but
no.
the PlayStation 4 does, so it's a weird thing.
First world problems.
Yeah, I know.
Terrible.
So sad. But yeah, it just causes some slight issues, but nothing major. Still looks incredible.
Well, I've been playing Destiny 2. I finally bought the Beyond Light DLC because I got it reduced. I managed to get the Beyond Light DLC with next 4 seasons for 40 quid.
I paid, I don't remember, like 180, and I don't enjoy it.
And got really disappointed. The thing is, I'm the opposite. I paid a little bit of money and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So you're depressed and sad about it, and I'm loving Destiny and I want to get back to it as much as I can. But unfortunately, I have to edit podcasts and record podcasts.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this for you guys.
Yep.
So please love me.
No, don't love me. I'm sadder.
All right. Okay, let's move on to the next section because we've done nothing this week of why does this exist? This is the section where we find a random topic and ask, why does this exist? For this week, we have Ark getting a TV show.
Yeah, so the game Ark, as well as getting a new... I think this was announced alongside the Ark 2 trailer, but I completely missed it because I didn't care about the Ark 2 trailer at all.
Neither of us
And then they went, no. And then I was like, oh, they're getting a TV show, and it's an animated thing, but it's got an alright voice cast from what I could see.
I am very surprised by who they've got in that voice cast.
They've got like David Tennant. I think Vin Diesel's doing it as well.
Vin Diesel's actually in the game trailer.
Yeah,
surprisingly. Yeah, we both hate the game, so neither of us are probably... You probably will watch it.
I probably will, but I mean, it doesn't look terrible. But I was like, when I was watching it, none of these characters like horribly disfigured and weirdly stretched proportions and stuff, which is just how that game is, because everyone just fucks about and makes the weirdest fucking looking characters.
Because people are weird, and my faith in humanity diminishes every single day.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
But I'll probably give it a go. I don't know when. I think it comes out sometime in 2022 because it's animation and they've got to actually start doing it. They only showed off like a minute of what they've done, and it looks all right. It kind of looks like the style of Castlevania, but worse. So, I mean, I'll give it a go.
You see.
Neither one of us cares about it, and I'm going to suffer for it so you get content, everyone.
Yep, and neither of us are going to play Ark 2 either. So, yeah, that's it.
We're going to have to suffer through everyone else playing it. So.
Yeah, we will still suffer. Right, let's go on to headliners. This is a section where we find the headlines across the week and we give more opinions.
Yeah.
I'm clearly the walking thesaurus. Right, the first topic is Pornhub has cut half its content.
Yeah.
Which sounds bad, but it's a good thing.
Well, it's a good thing, but it's for bad reasons. Because, well, they're for good reasons, but it's the bad reasons that they're on there in the first place. Basically, Pornhub removed a majority of its videos after investigation reveals child porn.
And other stuff.
Jesus Christ, that is why the auto-playing videos happen. Oh, my God.
I'll probably auto-playing child porn.
No, basically I went on a website and the fucking thing just starts an autoplay like video, and I'm like, I thought Google was banning them.
Oh.
This just I don't know. But yeah, millions of explicit videos have been basically taken off if they're not verified by, because like Pornhub, you can have unverified content and just people uploading just to get stuff. But yeah, basically everything that wasn't verified has been removed, and only verified stuff counts on Pornhub anymore, because yeah, child abuse and abuse of women and other things happened, and it's not good.
Yeah, there's like
and
forced
Pornhub's a
rape.
shit website anyway.
There's like forced rape. There was like other stuff like revenge rape,
Revenge porn. Yeah.
It wasn't good. It's good. It's gone.
Also, Pornhub's like a massive contributor to like pirated other people's like professional porn videos, like stuff. So it's just them ripping it off and then not paying anyone for that content except the person who uploaded it.
Yeah.
So it's like you get all these things that people have made on like professional websites that have been paid and stuff, but then Pornhub just straight up rips it and puts it on there for free, and then people just watch it and then don't care that it's been there for free because it's porn.
They're like, we get money. We don't care about you.
Yeah.
Let's go on to a bit more.
Bit more lighthearted. Tom Cruise had a mental meltdown on the set of Mission Impossible 6?
Yeah, 7.
7. Yes.
6
7.
was Fallout. 5 was Rogue Nation.
best
4 was Ghost Protocol.
Yes.
Clearly, because you've seen none of them.
I've seen 2 of them. I've seen parts of 4, parts of 5, parts of 4, watched 5 and watched 6. I've never watched the others.
Yeah, that's fair enough, because 4, 5, and 6 are actually the only good ones.
Yeah, and the first one apparently, but everything else in between is kind of shit.
Yeah, the second one and the third one are considered to be very bad.
I think people like the third one.
Actually, no, sorry, you're right. The first and second one are considered to be quite bad.
The only one, the first one holds nostalgic value. The second one is just universally hated.
We've come to the decision that nostalgia doesn't mean it's good.
No, but I'm sure if I went back and watched it, I'd maybe like it.
It's all right. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not bad, it's just all right.
But it came out like 30 years ago. That's the thing. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
like
that franchise had been out for 90. I think 1990.
Was it? Bloody hell.
Maybe.
Can't be.
Mission.
Because the second one was like 2001, I'm pretty sure.
Possible.
And then the third one was like 2007. And then a fourth one was 2012 or 2011.
1996 was the first one.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Not
then Mission
1990.
Impossible 2 was 2000, 2006, 2011, 2015, 2018, 2021 is Impossible.
And then
7.
2022 as well, I think.
Oh, wow, yeah, there is a 2022 one.
Because the next two are the last ones, but it's like two-part, the same as it did like for Avengers and Harry Potter.
Yeah. But yeah, Tom Cruise had a mental breakdown. At first, I thought it was a bad thing and Tom Cruise was getting cancelled because it was a man being angry at someone for breaking COVID-19
Well, people just
restrictions.
hate people swearing in videos, and they go, you're a famous celebrity and you're swearing. You're not allowed to swear.
Yeah, but it was it was a good thing because he was angry that people had broken COVID-19 restrictions. No, yeah, he was angry at people who had broken COVID-19 restrictions on the set of it, and he was like, "Well, if you break them again, you're fired. You'll be done in Hollywood. People are depending on us." He was very, very passionate and angry.
Which is very fair, because he's very passionate about the whole Mission Impossible project. He's one of the executive producers.
Well, he loves movies. Did he? What was it when he went and saw Tenet? It was like, I'm doing my part. I'm going to the cinema. I'm going to be happy. I'm wearing my mask. I'm sitting there. What an experience it is to watch it in the cinema.
Yeah, he's really big for like. He really enjoys the whole cinema experience, and I think he'd be really upset if he'd be one of the people who would be upset if everything went to streaming services.
Yeah, he'd be out of his job as well.
Yeah, but yeah, he loves these Mission Impossible films, and he was basically just angry, saying the whole industry is looking at us for an example because we are one of the few people who are actually recording everything, and then if this fails, then the whole industry's finished.
Yeah,
so sort it out or you're sacked.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I find it funny because it's like Tom Cruise. Also, apparently, Tom Cruise doesn't actually believe in COVID because of because he's a Scientologist, and Scientologists don't believe in diseases. Apparently,
yeah, it's a weird religion. I mean, believe what you want.
I went to the headquarters in London, and I actually went in, had a look around the building because I was real bored when I was in London once, and I went around and looked at it, and they give you a psychological test, and I got to like if you go in there, you can go in there, and they'll give you like a Yeah, it's free. You can go in there, and then it will be like tick a load of boxes and write down what you what you think about this stuff. And I got diagnosed with depression, which is always fun. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I mean, they're not wrong, but it was funny going in there and just being told you've got depression by the Scientologist people. That was always fun.
Why did they just say to everyone just to try for you to join their cult or something?
I was curious, but then I was like, no, they're probably right. I do probably have this. Because I've been told I've had it for years, but I've never actually gone and get it tested. So, fun things on a podcast to talk about.
Just thinking it.
You could get professional help, but why would I do that when I can just be sad on my own?
Yeah. Welcome to the happiest podcast in the world, people.
Yeah, speaking of being happy, Spider-Man's getting more casting.
Woo!
Or rumored casting. Basically, Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin, and Thomas Hayden Church, the Sandman from Spider-Man 3, are apparently returning for Spider-Verse.
Do you think they might do like a multiverse Sinister Six?
I think that's the plan. I don't know what their plans are, but I'm pretty sure they're trying to make a Sinister Six.
Who have we got now? Green Goblin, Sandman...
Electro,
Vulture.
You've got the potential that Mysterio might return because it's just holograms and shit, even if he is dead or not dead. There's the potential that Venom might be the post-credit scene.
Yeah, but I don't think he'd be in the film as such. That's 5. Surely there's another one. I swear there's no one else. Oh, Doc Ock.
Yeah, Doc Ock.
Or 6.
Well, I think there's more than 6 at this stage because you've got loads of potential people that could turn up as well. So, but yeah, this is all fun. I like it when this is going to happen, if they do eventually just cram everything into one movie. I hope it's not like a short movie that's like an hour and a half. Imagine if it was
I think it's like an hour and 45.
Oh, they got to do like a 2.5-hour movie.
I don't think it is because Sony don't like doing long films.
Yeah, but I think this technically falls under because I think
no, it's produced by Sony.
Yeah, I know, but they don't pay for it. Marvel does. So I think Sony doesn't pay. I think Sony pays for the marketing. Marvel pays for the actual production.
Yeah,
I think their agreement, and then that they do it that way, and then.
But I think Sony still get the say because it's their characters, and it's technically their film.
Yeah, but they do have to go through Marvel for permission as well at some point. So I can't remember. They changed their deal at some stage so that Spider-Man can return because they cancelled him and took him out, and then they put him back in, and he's now only in it for 2 more movies. This one and then Avengers.
But to be fair, that could always change.
Yeah, depends on how much money Disney gets by the end of this pandemic, and if they want to buy Sony. So they
could you imagine if Disney buys Sony?
They couldn't. It would literally become a monopoly on the film industry.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
Apple could technically buy it because that was the rumor for ages that Apple was going to buy Sony.
They still might.
And I would fucking hate that because if they buy Sony, I don't know if it was just their film division, but if they did that, I wouldn't be as upset. But if they bought their hardware division, I'd be so pissed because I don't want to pay £800 for a PlayStation 6.
Yeah, that's true. No, I think it was just a film division. But if they did buy out Sony's film division, it means the Spider-Man rights would revert back to Marvel.
Yeah, it does mean that, and then Sony would just be a part of Apple, and then it would just become an exclusive to Apple TV, which is no one wants that because who the fuck has Apple TV?
People with Apple products. Talking about tech, let's go on to the gaming and tech news. To start off with, Twitch has now banned simps.
Yep, if you're a simp, get the fuck out. No one wants you in there. Oh, also they banned fuck.
Oh, did they ban that as well?
Well, they've banned anything that's an aggressive towards people. So yeah, it's a fun thing.
Oh, that sounds like a fun environment.
Yeah, they basically you can't use simp.
Simp, virgin, or incel.
Yeah, that's the one, virgin, incel. And they made it so that it's pretty much. The thing is, it was funny because someone showed the statistics of before and after the announcement of banning simp. And simp was used around 75,000 times out of all of Twitch. And then after the announcement, it was doubled. So it was like, well, you've basically caused your own demise because it's like, well, you've just caused a problem that wasn't a problem, and you've still got rampant sexism against women on the platform.
Yeah, one Twitch streamer actually titled the next stream as virgin or simp virgin incel plays a game. Yeah, I was like, well, there you go.
The thing I'm curious about, though, is because there's a Twitch streamer called Sweet Aninity or something. Sweet Anita.
Sweet Anita, yeah, she has Tourette's.
Yeah, she has Tourette's. So I'm wondering if they'd ban her if she accidentally says it.
I don't think they would. If they did, there would be so much outcry.
Yeah, because I'm just like, that would be so weird. Because I know they're not saying it's a bannable offense. I think you just get like a warning or it like potential. But they've banned simp emotes, which a lot of people had. They banned some other things, like if you have like incel or whatever in your comments. And I think you only get banned if you use it in aggressive manner, which I don't know how they're going to moderate that.
Probably like just like some sort of review board or something.
Yeah, but it won't be. It will be a robot that just scans for the word, and then if it's there, it will ban you.
Yeah.
Which will be just how they... Because that's how they do anything.
Or there might just be an anti-threat. They might just say, don't do it, and then just never check for it.
They might do, but I mean, it's so
possible.
dumb. Yeah.
Moving on, EA and Take-Two bidding war for Codemasters.
Yeah, so Codemasters are basically the people who make a bunch of racing games. And apparently EA has offered 1.2 billion to buy it. And then the Grand Theft Auto people, Take-Two, were potentially going to buy it for $1 billion. So they've upped them by 200 million or something like that.
Grand Theft Auto's in Take-Two?
Yeah, it is. Take-Two Interactive is... Because Rockstar is owned by Take-Two Interactive.
Oh, is it? I didn't realize that. Sorry.
Yeah. Rockstar is owned by Take-Two Interactive. Take-Two Interactive also owns Borderlands. It's the publishing.
Yeah, I knew they owned
The
Borderlands, but I didn't think they... Okay. I didn't know they owned Rockstar.
Yeah. But EA owns, like, everything else.
Yeah. To be fair, they might be bored. They might stop EA from buying it.
Yeah, but let me just go Codemasters. They make the the Dirt Rally games, the Dirt ones, and the Grid games, and some F1 games.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, I've played Dirt Rally. That's about it. Also, apparently Overlord.
I have played Grid Autosport a long time ago. It was a free game on my laptop years back.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a game called Overlord that they make. They've made like 3 games of it, but they were like really old.
Ah.
Interesting. IGI2 Covert Strike. Huh.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they've done some shooters. But yeah, they're mostly known for the Dirt series. But yeah, they're potentially gonna. But it's currently EA is winning with their offer of 1.2 billion.
What a surprise!
Whether or not Take-Two steps in and ups the offer to get them. But yeah, EA may consume another studio and completely crush it to the ground and make it completely worthless and destroy it and fold it into their other
Buy
series.
FIFA packs. I don't care if there's not FIFA there. Just make you buy FIFA packs.
Yeah, imagine FIFA driving.
Oh my
Just
god.
Driving around on a pitch with a car.
There was rumours that they were going to stop the FIFA packs, though, because it's loot boxes.
Well, there are a lot of companies that have banned loot boxes at this point. I know Finland has banned them, or Sweden. One of those ones.
They really, I think it's India banned it.
Oh, they're probably... I know they're in a current lawsuit with someone because they didn't take them out and the country had it banned, so they're being sued by the entire country.
You just have to get rid of it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they make so much money from them that the lawsuit, like the payouts that they have to pay are nothing, because I think they're only being sued for like 150 million, but they make way more than that from the loot boxes, even if they're still there. So it's like, well, unless we don't make money off of them, what's the point in getting rid of them?
Yeah, exactly.
But this is more of a consumer problem because consumers buy them.
My faith in humanity dwindles every single day.
As much as the the hardcore gaming crowd loves to say that we need to band together and stop them, but it's the casual crowd that basically does it, because the casual crowd doesn't care. They're just like, well, I want to play it now, I'll do it now, and then it's done.
Yeah.
Also, it's mostly mobile.
What can you do about it?
I think Activision makes more money off of their mobile purchase off of King than they do off of Call of Duty.
Oh, it's amazing how much money that like Candy Crush make.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm like,
have you ever put money into a mobile game?
Yes, but I've basically bought the game rather than actually paying.
No, I don't mean like buying the game. I mean like buying something.
Oh no, I did once because I played the Sims mobile version ages ago, and I wanted something from that. I think that's the only time I've ever done it. I've probably done it occasionally on like if I actually like the game and I want to give them money.
Right,
but I've never actually paid for those like resource packs that give you like time or energy. I have paid for
to me.
A long time ago on Facebook when they had like Facebook games. I did pay for some aircrafts on a game, and this was before like they had all the credit card things set up, so you had to pay through a phone. You had to text a number and put your credit, like the thing through, and your phone bill would be charged for it.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I'll do that, and I got some planes, and then I went into battle with someone, and they immediately got destroyed. So I was just like, well, this worked. Because it was like, well, I'm never doing that again. It was like £1.99 or something to buy them.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Anyway, let's go on to something a bit more positive in the news, which is the UK government might be banning the overpriced resales of the console scalpers. Hallelujah!
I imagine this is because some politicians have had their kids nag the shit out of them as to go, why can't I get a PlayStation 5?
Or the politicians
or an Xbox
really
Series
want
X.
it. So it was put forward by the SNP in Scotland.
Yep.
And they made it a early something.
Open the thing down. Read the article.
I thought I remembered it all, but I
gotta get rid of
early motion.
There you go.
It was an early day motion. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I somewhat remembered it. The thing is, they don't really get looked at much in Parliament.
No.
But there's positive behind it. Bojo wants his console.
But it basically means it bans the use of automated bots and reselling products over the retail price.
Yeah, so if you do get one, you don't want it, you have to sell it at the RRP.
Yeah, so
or
if you get
like
one, you can't sell it.
Maybe or something. But
I imagine it wouldn't even be that. I think it would just be straight up. You can't sell
it. Should
for
just be
more.
RRP.
Yeah, and that would be good because this whole situation is ridiculous, and I'm glad mine was purchased at retail price, and I don't ever have to worry about going.
Yeah, it'd be really good if they ban, because if they do that, I mean, you can't do console scalping in the UK because as soon as you sold it, an eBay seller sold it, you can just report it to the police straight away.
No, it would be great, but it's not going to happen because unless politicians actually have kids who want PlayStations and they can't.
I keep saying this. We need some young politicians.
Yeah, but no one in our country likes politicians, so no one goes into politics, and then
but
everyone
we
hates.
need some youngsters because all these people in politicians, most of them are quite old people.
It's the same problem in America. Have you ever watched the American hearings where they're trying to talk to the people from Facebook and Twitter?
That's hilarious.
It's so funny because it's like, why can't I talk to my grandchild on my phone? Sir, that's not our app. It's like a guy trying to use Twitter and talking to the Facebook Mark Zuckerberg, and it's like, why can't I do this? And it's like, well, unfortunately, that's not our app, sir, so we can't help you with that. If you ask the man next to you, but it's like completely irrelevant
as well.
Yeah,
they were like, "Oh, is Google tracking me?" I was like, "Well, it depends if you opted into it." I don't believe you. I reckon you're tracking me. I was like, "Well, no, it depends on what you've chosen."
Yeah, but to be fair, Google has been caught out tracking people.
Yeah, they probably are, but to be fair, his answer was like, "Yeah, it depends if you opted to use it," because there's certain options. To be fair, it might be true. It's just somewhere in the policy it says, "Oh, if you use this service, then you could be tracked or something."
But yeah, the thing I find funny is, the thing I find so hilarious about all of the COVID like anti-vaxxer people who are saying that the government's going to put a chip in you. One, chips like that don't exist because they need a power source, and you can't get a power source that small to run it. And if we did have human-powered resource things, we would not be using them for that.
No,
we'd be using them for a lot more. But the thing I find funny is it's like, well, they'll use it to track us. You're already being tracked by everything you've used because you're using Twitter, tracks you. You're using Google, it tracks you. You're using Facebook, it tracks you. It's like you're on a website that tracks all of your things. So you're like, oh, I'll give it to a private company and who are going to sell my data to fucking every other person so that they'll get money off me. But I won't trust the government that's supposed to be there for me rather than actually trying to get money from me.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, I know.
It's just stupid. And people were like, oh, I'm not going to do lockdown because it's just the government trying to lock us down. The government doesn't care about your life.
No. There are some shit, like, I get it. There are shit politicians, but you can vote them out. You don't get a say in a business meeting.
To be fair, in America, you can't vote for your, like, there isn't like
electoral
much voting.
No.
Like, in the UK, you can actually, like...
Yeah.
It's quite fair, really.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm like, America, you've got your problems. UK's got ours, and we need to work on it. Like, get better. Follow New Zealand.
I think it's the American virus. It's like American brain virus. It just turns people's brains to mush, and gets rid of their common sense.
Yeah, so it's bad. But
Yeah.
speaking of bad shit, Cyberpunk
Ooh.
2077
It's
has been in the
bad.
news.
It's been really bad.
Yeah. So, first off, I think they apologized for the bad performance and they said we'll give refunds. And then it turned out that they hadn't made any prior agreements with Sony or Microsoft to actually offer refunds, and they didn't guarantee that retail stores would return stuff. I think I saw in Best Buy is doing, if you've opened the box, you can return it, but you have like a limit by Monday.
Right.
To actually do it, which is unprecedented even in the first place, to actually be able to go back to a retailer if you've opened the box and hand back the game, because it's like, well, you've played it, so you can't hand it back.
Yeah.
And get a refund. So this is like ridiculously like disruptive to that, because it means that if they're doing it for that, that means they should be doing it for everything. But why would they? But yeah, then it got pulled from the PlayStation Store, and Sony basically went, "We have a high quality of standard. Get this shit off of our store."
It is really. Have you seen the bugs?
I've not looked at anything, because I'm like, I've seen one screenshot, I think, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I think I watched the Digital Foundry video, and it was like, this is unacceptable. The thing is, I think the biggest reason why people were pissed off is because it's the fact that it was built for current, like, last gen, as they keep claiming, which is the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation the Xbox One. But the thing is, they're saying that they build it for the next, like, it works on the next gen and stuff, but the next gen version isn't out. I think it just fixes the frame rate issues. I think there's still loading problems from what I've heard.
Yeah, and the bugs are still there.
But the thing is, they were building it and they delayed, because it was meant to come out before the next gen consoles, but they delayed it.
Wait,
Like,
now you know why.
all of the delays have caused it to become into the crossfire of the next gen consoles, but they keep claiming, oh, it's a problem because of last gen. But
That's just not true.
The new gen consoles aren't even new yet,
The
because
game's
no one
been
has
in
them.
development for 7 years.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's bad.
How have you got this badly? How many redevelopments has it gone through? It must have at least gone through one redevelopment. They've just gone, actually, no, this game isn't good enough. Let's scrap the whole thing.
See, the thing is, people have been comparing it to, like, the Red Dead Redemption 2, which is on this current gen hardware and not on PC. And it looks sizably worse compared to that. And the Red Dead Redemption 2 looks great. You look at The Last of Us 2.
I don't understand it.
Like, the hardware thing is not a problem, technically. It's the optimization that they've done for it that's bad.
Yeah, I think, well, Red Dead doesn't have ray tracing.
No, but I'm sure if they wanted to,
And
if they ever... I don't think they'll ever bring it to PC, but if they did, they'd probably be able to put a ray tracing.
I think the trouble is they've been trying to focus on this ray tracing feature now. Because if you look at a lot of the trailers, they like to show, oh, look at this amazing ray tracing. And I think they've just put so much effort into that, they just forgot about everything else.
I think what they did is they did the Crisis thing, which is, we'll build it as the highest spec that we can, and then everyone else who doesn't have the highest spec suffers.
Yeah, that's it. They just want the game to look nice.
They've future-proofed it, but people aren't living in the future. That's the problem that they're facing right now.
It's the next Crisis. Even though
because, like, Crisis can run on my PC, and it will be not great, but it will still run. But it will, if I had a high-end PC, it would be fine. Also, there's a remaster of it now, so it's even more intense. But I'm like, if I want to play Crisis now, I can play Crisis and it will run fine. At the time, it was like intense and high up, and you needed the most intense PC ever. But this is, I think, what Cyberpunk's done. They went, we'll build it for the most intense, hardcore thing.
Which is ridiculous.
And then...
even the, like, $1,500 GPU still can't run it on max settings.
I've seen a lot of people not with high-end, like, I've seen people with the 3080 saying it runs perfectly fine, but there's still, like, occasional glitches and bugs.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
Not as bad as the PlayStation and the Xbox.
Well, I mean, like, you can't run it on 8K, 60 FPS on the $1,500 GPU.
No. This is up.
You get like 14 FPS to 8K.
Yeah, it's a real interest. The good thing that's come out of it, though, is that I think originally they had a policy that their bonuses were tied to the review score.
Right.
So if they didn't get above 90, they wouldn't get paid bonuses.
Ooh.
Which they then went back and said, right, we're still going to pay you your bonus, even if this... Because the review score on IGN dropped for the console version to a 4 from a 10 or an 8 or a 9.
It's just because the bugs.
Yeah, well, they basically went, don't play it on a base console because it won't work. And now, and I think, hang on, let me just Google what it's on, because I think it's on like a 9 or something on the actual PC version.
Yeah, so the console version.
But the console version's on a 4, which is I think the lowest IGN's really ever done.
Well,
I don't think
even
IGN's give...
my mate started playing the game on the Xbox Series X, and then he got halfway through the campaign, and then he tried to load it up one day and it just wouldn't load in. He had to start all over again.
Yeah, it's currently at a 9 for the actual PC, like a good game, but it's on a 4 for the PS4 and the Xbox One version, like the base console.
That shouldn't surprise me. I imagine
Like,
that
it's a
game
good
runs
game.
awful.
It's a good game. Like, it's got a good story, good like atmosphere. The city's cool, the map's good, but it just doesn't run.
Yeah.
So it's badly optimized. It's not a bad game.
Well, I'm
which
bad
I think
bugs.
a lot of people fuck up and think just because it's not like optimized and it doesn't work, it's not a good game. No, it's got a good game if you can get it to work.
It is a good game. But I don't understand how there's that many bugs. Like most games, they'll have playtesters.
No, I think this is more of a I think it's more of like over-promising rather than... Because every game ships with bugs, because you can't test for every bug, because every bug is like specific to certain
you
scenarios.
haven't seen how many bugs there are. Like you cannot go through the playthrough without finding bugs.
I'm sure that... Wow, your PlayStation VR headset looks real weird in your background. I'm sorry, that's just distracting
Why is
me.
it weird?
I don't know, it's just got lines and it looks like it's multiplied. I don't know.
Babies.
Anyway, yeah, it's weird. But yeah, I think from what I've seen, it's more that they just didn't. I'm surprised they weren't focusing on it, because only recently that they had the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, and I genuinely believe that their goal was they didn't expect the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X to not be out.
Yeah,
in
I
high
think they
demand.
designed it mainly to be used with ray tracing GPUs.
Yeah, I don't think they. I think that was probably a later development, but they probably put a lot more effort.
It's been delayed for 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I think one of the first delays is when the first ray tracing GPUs came out.
I do also technically blame consumers for basically making it impossible for them to delay it again.
Yeah,
because if they delayed it again, the outcry and the hatred would be double what it is now at the fact that it's broken. And it's the double-edged sword, basically. If they delayed it again, they'd get hate. If they release it, they get hate.
I feel like they should have just...
I think this one hurts them more because it's ruined their reputation as like a good developer, which is such a sad thing to say, because they've basically broken.
You should have known from any good, because I work in an engineering company, and any good project, you should know how long a project's going to take you. There will always be things
it's been mismanaged. Yeah, it's been mismanaged because the fact that even before the game was released, they had overtime and like crunch and whatnot does go to show you that it's been. But I think,
but when that first delay came out, they should have known exactly what needed to be done. I know there've been
well, this is why I don't think you should. I think you should announce a game but not give a release date.
The thing is, like, to have that many delays and then to still have it badly. If they from the first delay, if they delayed it past from when it released now, people wouldn't have cared.
See, no, this is the thing, because I think it's the reputation that CD Projekt Red holds. Because like you look at Bethesda, and if Bethesda's announced Elder Scrolls 6, and when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, it's going to be a garbage-filled mess of a game, because that's just how Bethesda is. But people expect that from Bethesda. So it's not going to get as much hate even if it's broken. Like, you look at Fallout 76, it got a lot of hate, but it just went and gone. It wasn't this bad.
Yeah,
but
this one
it's because people expect it from Bethesda. But if you look at CD Projekt Red, they've got a reputation as being a very good developer and not being terrible.
Well, I suppose
this is kind of...
the other thing they're working on as well is multiplayer.
Were they? I don't know.
Yeah, there's a multiplayer coming up for the game as well.
Well, they shouldn't do that. Why would you do a multiplayer?
Well, I think it's basically try to counteract GTA. It's meant to make a futuristic GTA.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know, because have you seen how much money GTA makes? That game's come out many years ago, and it's still making money.
Much. It's been on 3 generations of console.
How is it making money?
Because people like that game.
It
still tops the charts.
It's
still in the top 10 games of every month.
How did they make so much money from that game?
What confuses me is how it hasn't become like the greatest selling game of all time.
Yeah, it must be close.
Let me Google it, because I'm pretty sure it's like 3rd.
Yeah, I think it's like third on
greatest
PlayStation is anyway, or maybe first on
sell-
PlayStation. No,
I don't want
it must be the shark cards as well.
Oh yeah. It's also, YouTubers paying money for everything. Grand Theft Auto is second.
What's first?
Minecraft.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
Although
Makes sense.
it's like 65 million copies behind Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft's. Have you got Minecraft on PC?
Wii Sports. Yeah. I have it on PlayStation. I don't think I have it on PC. I haven't bought it on PC.
Well,
I own
you at least
PlayStation.
own one copy of Minecraft, right?
Only because I was forced to.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm not a
want
fan of
it.
the console version anyway. The console version is a bit dead because there's so many things you can do in Minecraft you can't do on console.
Yeah,
Right,
which is
'cause
why.
there's all these-
But I only bought it because one, it was discounted dramatically, and I was just like, well, I'm being forced to buy it because people want me to play it, and I was like, I don't want to do this, but I'll do it just because I want to be sociable. And then everyone dropped off it as soon as I got it, and I was just like, great, cool, love
Yeah,
it,
there
bye.
you go.
It always happens. It's like everyone begs me to play a game, and then it's like I buy it, and then it's like, oh, we've moved on to the next game. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you cunts?
All right, let's move on to the next topic of the evening, which is a weird, wacky, wonderful world. And I have got 5 topics to discuss the weird, the wacky, and the wonderfulness of. The first one is an asparagus psychic predicts trouble for Harry and Meghan Markle.
I mean, haven't they been in enough trouble already for whatever problems that they have that I don't care about? Because why would I care about the struggles of a royal family member?
Yep, a psychic who uses asparagus to see into the future has predicted that Prince Harry will return to the UK next year, unaccompanied by wife Meghan, after throwing asparagus in the air. Jamina Packington, 64, the world's only Asparamancer, said...
The fuck?
What we have here, very interesting, is the letter H. We have 2 spheres plus a crossbar here. I don't see any M at all whatsoever. I see no letter M, but I see the letter H coming into the fold.
Well, you don't see an O either, or a T, or what does any of this mean? This means nothing, you dumb bitch.
That's an Asparamancer. They can predict the future.
I would have expected a Asparamancer to be able to raise asparagus from the ground. Because a necromancer is someone who could raise something from the dead. So an asparamancer would be someone who could grow asparagus really quickly. I wouldn't expect them to be able to predict the future.
Wow, talking about the future and death. A pastor says the world will end next week.
Are they a pastomancer? Because we're doing food-related fucking things.
A conspiracy theorist has predicted the world will end next week when 2 planets align. Evangelical pastor
I think I saw something about this.
YouTuber Paul Begley said Jupiter and Saturn respectively orbits will mean from a deadly double planet phenomenon in the sky on December 21st. The first
I welcome the
conjunction
apocalypse.
of the 2 since 1623. However, he previously predicted the world would end in 2012.
Ah, well, I like that. I have never watched that movie. The 2012 movie.
Yes.
Also,
however,
I welcome the apocalypse at this point because what a fucking shit year.
his entire premise for the world ending this year is the fact it's already happened before and the world didn't end.
But Dan, that just means it's gonna happen now.
Yep.
Don't you get it? It's gonna happen now because it failed to do it last time, and if it fails, there's a higher chance it will happen now.
Quick
That's
side
how
note,
statistics work.
I've just seen another headline that says sex robots should be marketed towards the elderly.
I thought you were going to say children there. I was going to get real disturbed, but even that's disturbing. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
No one wants to think about it, but I get it.
Yeah. I mean, when we're old and grey, when we know what we're doing.
No. I will never fuck a robot. There, I've said it. Keep me to that if I ever fuck a robot.
I'll let you know in 40 years' time.
I don't think sex robots are going to be becoming a thing in 4 years. Those people who are trying are really trying, though. I'll give them credit. They're really trying. They really want those realistic fabric textures on those inner lips.
Lovely. So get on to the weirder side of the internet. A Russian woman has married her briefcase.
Oh, no, that's just true love, Dan. You can't mock that.
A woman from Moscow has married her briefcase. Rain Gordon, who says she has always been interested in inanimate objects, calls her husband Gideon. She says she met Gideon back in 2015.
Oh, it's a husband. Okay, that's fine then, because if it was a woman, they'd ban her and she'd be dead.
Yep. She met the
Because
kid
Russia hates the games.
back in 2015 in a hardware store. I have no idea.
A
that we would
hardware
end
store
up
for a
together.
briefcase? Where the fuck are you going for a briefcase in a hardware store? What is Russia, man? That's the weirdest thing about this.
She said, I always admired how he looked, but I didn't think anything more. But then I started liking Gideon for more than that. I slowly realized I was starting to fall in love.
Do you reckon the only thing in that suitcase is a strap-on dildo?
Thanks. Great.
There we go.
Oh, dear. Next
Like
up.
she walks around and then she accidentally stumbles and it just opens up and there's a dildo.
Oh, dear. Alien.
No, my husband! His dick, no!
Oh, no, not here. We're in public.
Lands in some poop. She has to suck it off to clean it.
Oh, my God. Oh, dear. Aliens have struck a deal with Donald Trump.
Hell yeah. I'm surprised Donald Trump hasn't revealed aliens because he loves to just blurt nonsense.
Yep, and there's nothing else on this. It's just a headline. Excellent.
Wonderful.
Oh.
I mean, I don't blame them. They always want to talk to American presidents for some odd reason. They never want to talk to, like, the Australian president or prime minister. They never want to come over to the UK. They never want to go to Zimbabwe. They never just want to go to everywhere. They only seem to ever want to go to America. Like, it just seems a bit rude. Like, there's a whole other world, mate. You got to come to us.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine an alien talking to Boris Johnson? Like, he would just... like, come on, that would be great.
It's just never going to happen, is it? Aliens look down on planet Earth and think, nah, mate, we ain't going here. It's the only reason we haven't met up with them. Like, they just look at us and go, these are like the dirt on the shoe of the universe.
Oh, yeah. Guaranteed that an alien, like all those unidentified flying objects that have just gone, they went, oh, wait, nah, bye.
Yeah, they
drive
scan
back.
us and go, nah, mate, can't be done with these people.
Like these people, we put a virus down to see if they had a collective group knowledge, to see if they would work as a team and work together to better humanity. Nah, they just started yelling at each other and saying you're racist and sexist if you wear a mask and shit. And it's just like,
and
no, what?
they're
No.
against the thing that would help you, which is a vaccine.
Yeah, like these people deserve to die.
Yeah, well, we're not get out of this place. And final one, Jeffrey Epstein is alive and plotting.
Hell yeah, boy! Is he on his island?
I don't know.
Rocking it with some
I can't see anything else
underage
about it.
kids?
Just a headline.
I mean, I didn't believe that he was dead anyway from suicide. I mean, why would all those security cameras turn off at the exact moment he did it? Why would the security people be asleep or not paying attention? Why would a person who has knowledge of everyone who likes touching kids or higher up people be a target for like people to kill him? Why would they still not have arrested his personal assistant who was going around like collecting all these people and knows everything?
Is that actually what happened?
What?
Like everything you just said right now, is that all? It's actually what happened?
A lot of it happened.
I never actually looked into it.
No, it is genuinely one of the most like believable conspiracy theories out there, because it's like all of this shit happened at the exact moment. Like they took him to they put him to a maximum security prison. They put him in they had him on suicide watch before, but they took him out of, if you don't take someone out of suicide watch and put him in a non-suicidal prevention cell, because someone who's suicidal, you want to make sure that they don't commit suicide, especially if they're this person.
Yeah. You want
So
to
what
make suffer, right?
Yeah, so they took him from a suicidal ward and put him in a non-suicidal ward. Then they had two security guards who I think fell asleep at the moment that he did it. Also, the doctor said that the snap on his neck wasn't from like hanging from a bedsheet, because it didn't look like that. It looked like an actual forced snap.
Oh, God.
The security cameras went out at that exact moment of time that it happened. He had knowledge of Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, a bunch of higher ups, like the royal family is involved. Like that, you know, that scandal with
Prince Andrew.
That's the one. He's involved because he was friends with like what's his face and doesn't sweat apparently. You know, normal human things.
Yeah. I
and
never actually looked into it. But actually, yeah, it does sound very believable.
Yeah, it generally it is. I don't think he killed himself. I think he was killed by someone in the higher ups, because it's like, well, he was going to probably testify and reveal that Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton or Bill Clinton or Andrew was a pedophile.
It might have had like a massive list of like every single one.
Well, Elon Musk's been tied to him. Jeff Bezos has been tied to him. So many rich people have been tied to him. Like, because they just know him because he was this businessman who was like a party person who like threw parties on a private island with kids.
I think it's hard to
Like-
imagine like Elon Musk being one.
I imagine Elon Musk is one. He was very quick to call that guy who was a scuba diver a pedo, and people who tend to deflect tend to be the thing that they
Maybe.
deflect from. So I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
You never know.
But anyway, that's enough. We're gonna do a conspiracy episode on the big one at some stage.
we
I have
should
it
do,
planned.
actually. That's a great one to do.
I generally have it planned. I need to find some good ones. But yeah, if you want to listen to that, stick around, subscribe. I think that's everything that we've got for today.
Yeah, that's it. Thank
If
you
you
for
want to do the
listening.
plugs, do some plugs, Dan.
Check me out at Well It's About Time at twitch.tv. Check Danny out at Frankenstein Gaming. Check Danny out at Frankenstein.
Yep, FrankenComstein.
Send in your comments at tfepod@gmail.com.
Yep. And that's pretty much everything. isn't it?
And we'll see you on Christmas Day for our Christmas special.
Yep.
There's also, that's our last episode of the year as well.
Yep, and then we'll be back on the 4th. Yeah, because this will come out the 21st.
Yeah, back on the...
Back on the 4th. We're taking the 28th and the 1st off.
Yeah, so
'Cause
the next TFE episode will be on the 4th. So Merry Christmas, and we'll see you for our
Happy
Christmas
New
special.
Year. Peace out, everybody. Bye.